And it's Wynn coming to you from Fate of the Empress, and today I wanted to go over the Handmade Joy event. Like, I have read through Neverland's sex tutorial, which was super helpful, and I will link that below. I certainly recommend giving them a shot, and they also have this really great materials calculator to tell you how much materials you need for the classes in order to AFK for hours on end. So that's helpful. So I think that that's a great resource, and I will definitely put the link below this video. But I'm also finding that people are having a hard time following along how to actually navigate the interface for Handmade Joy, and I get that because it took me 3 read-throughs of Neverland sex stuff and then poking around Handmade Joy to kind of understand. So let's just do a layout overview so you understand how to navigate this and kind of what the mechanisms are in this, okay? So first we're going to just do a layout overview. So up here on the top, along the top, we have some things that are important. Event time, that's how long this is going to last. It opened at 10 a.m. this morning, so that's been a while ago, and you know, things are already kicked off, but maybe this can help people who are struggling or people for next time. So here is the workshop level, and this talks about, this kind of lays out what your rewards are for getting to that level, and then also it allows you to do a potential overview, which tells you what discounts and what boosts and buffs your heirs and the workshop have. It also has the potentials where you can distribute them, which I did earlier, and you can also reset them. So this is an important button. If you feel like you're not getting what you want out of your workshop, then you can spend 100 tails and reset it. So spend 100 agates and reset that, which I did already because I didn't have enough of this, whatever it's called, stuff to distribute. I can't remember what it's called, but you go in here and you can distribute it. You can distribute it to either of your heirs, Sirius and Eileen, and then the workshop. So I went ahead and I'm trying to increase my XP as fast as I can and decrease the price of my materials as fast as I can, while also increasing my storage so that I can AFK longer because I have materials on hand, and increasing the chance of getting a flash buff. So I got a flash buff earlier. It was 1 hour of 10% less time to make dolls, and so that was a great boost. So I appreciated that. All right, so that's where you go to distribute your potential points. That's one of the ways to get there. The second thing on top here is the rules, which we all know Wen does not find helpful. Ranking, which I think is division. Wow, there's some overtaking here. Hayes was in first for a long time. Oh, I jumped to 8. Wow. Sorry, I get giddy over little things. All right, so we've got your event quests, which kind of help you, like if you use event quests, it kind of helps you get a feel for things a little, like a little. You know what I mean. But it's certainly, like, definitely worth it to try and accomplish these event quests because they do give you good material boosts and token boosts so that you can buy more. So that's really good. The actual layout is Joy Storage, Joy Shop, Assignment, and Childhood Fun. Those are the things you're going to be using the most. Probably not Childhood Fun so much because it's just like once in a while, and there's these like really cute little stories that you go through with your kiddo. So you get to, like, I'll show you. You get to, like, see your kiddo in, I think this is like the old mansion. It looks, I don't know. Anyway, you get this little place and then they like let you talk to your kiddo, which is really cute. I mean, Sirius is seriously cute. So I'm gonna skip that though because I don't want the video to be like 20 minutes long. So there's these cute little cutscenes you can see with your air, which is fun in childhood fun, but the main things that you're gonna look at like many times a day is the Joy Shop, where you can buy materials. And one of the reasons that you want to increase your potentials is because you can reduce the cost of materials, which is really important because those are what drive your handmade assignments. So I'm gonna open all that so I have more materials. And then the materials are stored in this Joy storage. And this kind of gives you an idea of like how much materials you have. Like I'm full of these locks. I can't hold any more of them. And, you know, so I'm kind of limited at this point by that. So I have to kind of pay attention to that. And this tells you how much you're using. So I'm using 93 of these an hour. I'm using 1,800 of those an hour. I'm using 120 of those an hour. But if you really want to have like a detailed breakdown that's like tailored to you, I would definitely go to the Neverland link below and find their calculator, which will help you calculate how much materials you need for what you're doing. All right, so that's where the things are that you, so these are the raw materials, and then these dolls and bells that I have here are actually the secondary materials that you use to actually get XP and Joy funds. And you get those by doing assignments. So in the handmade event, you use the materials that you bought from the shop and you build these dolls and bells. And they take a different amount of time and a different amount of materials. So bells take these locks and also cloth, and dolls take these toy blocks and also cloth. So if you're assigning things, remember that if you assign your air both Joy things, then, so I did Ink Bell and Bravery Bell for Sirius, but I did, let's see, Joy Bell and Bravery Doll for Eileen, because I have a lot of the cloth and I can use that. So, and then when I run out of that cloth, then I will switch him over to also this doll, whatever, ink doll. So make sure that you understand like how your materials are getting used, because if you set up both assignments or all 4 assignments, because between my 2 airs I have 4 slots now, then if you set up all 4 assignments to be like the same materials, then you're going to use that 4 times as fast as you think you are. So try to spread it out if you are going to be AFK. Like if you are babysitting it, then you know you have a little more leeway to like pay attention. But if you are not going to be babysitting it, then kind of make sure that you're not quadruple using the same materials. All right, so how did I get this second slot? That's what everyone's going to be asking about this moment. And that's because I distributed in potentials. So this is the other way to get to potential distribution. You go to this little air setting thing, and then you hit distribute. And then you go to their, you know, distribution. Like some things can't be leveled up until the workshop is leveled up more. So I've just been focusing on like doing what I can. So let's see, without that I have 9, and I can increase my storage, which I do need to do. And that seems to be about the only thing I can do, because I'm out of possibilities to increase my XP and increase my decrease my shop material cost. And I've already increased my chances to get a bonus buff, so I'm going to go ahead and increase my possibility of or increase my storage. So I'm going to do that. And I bought 20 potential points from the workshop when I reached level 2. So that is something that you should do too. Like, buy up those potential points as soon as you can and then distribute them. So let's see if there's any more places I can distribute. No, I need 3 points to do that. Okay, so that's all the points I can distribute right now. And that's the handmade part. So that's taking the raw materials and making dolls and bells. Now, what's the point of making these dolls and bells, you might ask? Well, child labor, of course. I mean, obviously. But really, it's so you can do this entrusted event, which is actually how you earn XP and joy funds. So you have to kind of do this 2-step process to be able to get what you want out of this event. So this is where you use the dolls and bells that you have built. So here I used that buff earlier. Like, these dolls take a long time to make, like 15 minutes per doll. And so I used that 10% discount on time, and I made 6. So that's how I use that time. And then, so kind of maximize that potential when you are in that situation. When you have a buff, figure out what's going to give you the most benefit for that buff. So if it's time off, use it on the thing that takes the most time, if you think that's worth it. I split it in 2. I did a doll one for Eileen, and I did this doll for the Grace doll for Sirius. So they did 2 different dolls, 2 different amounts of time, and it gave me a lot more dolls than I would have had. So I'm happy about that. All right, so this is what it earns you joy funds and XP for your workshop, which is how you level this workshop up. So don't just focus on the handmade event and keep doing that over and over and over. You're never going to get anywhere. So kind of split it up. When you have a bit more materials, or if you're babysitting it, like, try to transition over from doing this handmade event stuff to actually doing, here, I'm gonna do it now. So I'm going to go to Interest event, and let's see, what one do I want to do? I have a lot of these dolls. I'm going to save that for overnight. I'm babysitting right now, so I have some time. I'm going to maybe do this one, medium literature. So I'll run that, 2 times, and then I will switch it. So then I get that XP from medium literature, and I get the joy funds, and that's gonna, like, pay attention to that, because right now I want the most XP I can possibly get. That's what I'm working towards. So pay attention to that, and that's gonna get you a long way. And then when you get to workshop level 3, you can have a friend help, which is what that 3rd air slot is for. Let's see, where is it? Assign, and then airs, and then you get this 3rd air spot. So you can invite a friend to partner with you, and you share some XP and stuff. So, have a friend who's going to be involved in the event, and definitely help each other out. All right, so that's assignment. We went over the joy shop. I bought out my potential that was available to me at level 2 workshop, and then I distributed those potential points to my best effect, which was opening more assignment slots and increasing my XP, decreasing my workshop cost, my joy shop cost, and increasing the possibility of having a special event. All right, I hope this is helpful. I hope that you understand how to at least navigate this event and a little bit more what the point is. I should point out, since we're here, that beside the ranking rewards, whatever those are, this shop is great, like, for things you need for your air: historic cauldrons, wisdom stones, blaze toy box. I mean, I bought 3, and that was like $20-$30 per toy box. So if you want to have free Blaze toy box, here it is, and wisdom stones, which are extremely hard to get. So if I were doing this event and I had like a ton of stuff and I didn't have a toy yet, I'd probably try to get the Blaze toy. But if I had the Blaze toy already, I'd probably try to get wisdom stones and historic cauldrons, because let's face it, those are hard to get without money. The other things that are really cool is the outfits. They're super duper cute. I really want this one. We'll see how much how much Joy Fund I end up with in the end, because they cost quite a lot of funds, but they are pretty cute. I mean, I wish the hair was different color on this one, but you know, I'm not a huge fan of yellow. I like it a little bit, but I don't like a ton. All right, so anyway, I hope this was helpful. I hope that you guys can understand a little bit more how to use this event, and thank you for watching. If you have questions, please leave them in the comment section below. I will try to answer them as soon as I can. Help each other out and have a great night.